What is going on, everybody? For those who don't know, I go by BLSG, and this is another Eagles off-season video. If you guys are new to this channel, love talking Philly sports nearly every single day, go down below and hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and make sure you turn on the notification bell so you guys are instantly notified whenever I upload a new video. Now, before we get into the topic today, I just want to apologize for not posting any videos from the 2-week hiatus. I've been very busy with school, and I've been having bowling practices and matches after school, so that has been holding me back from having to talk to you guys about what's been going on in the Philly world. So I apologize to that, and let's get right into the video. So, we all pretty much know why we're here today. So, the main thing that's been going on in the Philly world is the Carson Wentz trade. Alright, Carson Wentz, he wants out. He thinks Jalen Ertz is going to take over, and he thinks Jalen Ertz is going to absolutely shock the world. So he wants out. Okay? Now, apparently there's been a rumor saying that Zach Ertz wants out too. So, that is the newest news in the Philly organization. So, now, from the Carson Wentz trade, we now have Zach Ertz in the mix of it. We have Zach Ertz in the mix of the Carson Wentz trade as well. So, here are my point of thoughts. Do we keep Zach Ertz? Do we trade him? Do we keep Wentz? Do we trade him? What do we do here? Here's what I'll say. Okay? All of the Philly fans that are like not professionals when coming to YouTube, they're like, oh, we're gonna trade Ertz, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. No. No, no. Here's what I'll say. Zach Ertz, he had a bad season. I understand this. He had a bad season, but that was only one. That is one bad season. He is still a decent tight end. We have a new coaching staff. There's no more Doug Peterson. There's no more Jim Schwartz, even though that doesn't affect them. There's no more of this. There's now Nick Sirianni and his coaching staff. It's not Doug Peterson and his coaching staff. It's Nick Sirianni and his coaching staff. Okay? It's Nick Sirianni and his crew, not Doug Peterson and his crew. And Carson Wentz, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Here's my reason why. Carson Wentz, he's had bad seasons. And I have been so sick and tired of Carson Wentz always not throwing the ball away when under pressure, trying to avoid sacks, throwing interceptions, just doing all the wrong stuff in Philly. I mean, he could have a second chance with Nick Sirianni and this whole coaching staff, but I think it might be too little too late, and the Eagles will have to rock and roll with Jalen Ertz. Now, what that means, though, is the fact that Jalen Ertz, he's currently, if Carson Wentz gets traded, Jalen Ertz would be the first and only quarterback on the depth chart. He'd be the only quarterback on the depth chart if Carson Wentz leaves, because Nate Sudfeld's a free agent, and also he sucks. But Nate Sudfeld is a free agent, and if you get rid of Carson Wentz, you only have Jalen Ertz to rock and roll with. You either need to surprisingly get a quarterback in the draft, or go into free agency and get a quarterback and sign one for probably a one-year deal. So, and on Zach Ertz, if he stays though, I don't need to see us going into the draft and see Howie Roseman be like, oh, Zach Ertz is going to get traded. Let's go ahead and draft Kyle Pitts out of Florida. No. No, 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 no. Zach Ertz, he's got to stay. But somehow in the world, if Zach Ertz gets traded, go ahead and take Kyle Pitts. I wouldn't mind. Kyle Pitts is a good tight end and is possibly the best tight end in the draft for this year, especially in the tight end class. I get that he's a good tight end, but if you don't trade Zach Ertz, you don't need Kyle Pitts. If you do trade Zach Ertz, go ahead and get Kyle Pitts, because Dallas Goedert, he's the only tight end on the field with Jason Kroom behind him, and Richard Rodgers is a free agent. Jason Kroom hasn't gotten a lot of snaps, and Dallas Goedert is mainly the only tight end on the roster. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles got Kyle Pitts at 6, but you honestly don't need to get him. You honestly don't have to do that. If you don't trade Zach Ertz, you honestly don't have to go out and get Kyle Pitts. Alright? And with all this Howie Roseman stuff going on, with all this junk going on with Howie Roseman, get Howie Roseman out of here if he messes up this draft. If Howie Roseman messes up this draft, he better be in Jeffrey Lurie's office after the draft is over, and he better be fired. I'm just saying, yo. I'm just saying. I mean, Zach Ertz, he's a good tight end. He's a good tight end. He's only had one bad season. Mainly one bad season was a bad season from Zach Ertz, because Doug Peterson was playing like garbage. Serious garbage. And the Eagles fired him to get his replacement, which was Nick Sirianni. We understand all this. We understand that Doug Peterson got fired for the replacement to be Nick Sirianni. And I think Nick Sirianni could do pretty good with this Eagles team. Depends on what other signings we do. I mean, we have to cut D-Jags, Alshon. We gotta cut those people. They're veterans and they keep getting injured. We gotta cut them. Because we are in cap hell and we have to find a way to save some salary money. We have to cut some players. We gotta cut some of the players who have been bad, like Nathan Gary, and people like that. And we have to cut some of these veterans, like Jason Peters, Alshon, D-Jags. Not Brandon Graham yet. Brandon Graham can stay. So can Fletcher Cox. They can stay. But veterans and people who have done bad throughout the whole season just have to go. They have to leave. So, basically, what I'm trying to say is that trade Carson Wentz, alright? And teams such as the Bears and the Colts have been making phone calls to, I believe, Nick Sirianni or Howie Roseman. They've been making calls to say, can we get Carson Wentz, and can we give you guys a first for Carson? And then Carson Wentz, when Howie Roseman has been calling Carson Wentz has been denying the calls. He's been denying the calls because Carson Wentz is mainly saying, I want to stay in Philadelphia. I want to stay here until the day I die. Carson, your time may be up, dude. I'm sorry. I mean, the Colts and the Bears are the two teams that mainly have interest in Carson Wentz. Alright? And here's what I'll say about that. I do not, I repeat, do not want to see Carson Wentz pair up with Frank Reich in Indianapolis. I don't see that. I don't want to see that happening, and I don't want to see that overall. And here's my reason why. When the Eagles won the Super Bowl all the way back in 2017, who was the Eagles' offensive coordinator? Who was the Eagles' offensive coordinator? Frank Reich. Where is Frank Reich? The Colts. Are the Colts one of the teams that want Carson Wentz? Yes. That is why I do not want to see Carson Wentz go there. Because Frank Reich is there, and if Frank Reich gets Carson Wentz, if the Colts get Carson Wentz, then Carson Wentz could lead the Colts to the Super Bowl, because he made that possible Super Bowl run before he got injured against LA with Frank Reich. Before Frank Reich got moved to Indianapolis, and Carson and Frank Reich, they both parted ways. The Bears, on the other hand, though, here's my problem with them. They are a team in our conference. They're a team in the NFC. And if they get Carson Wentz, will they make the playoffs is the question. And if we make the playoffs, we could possibly face them. We could possibly face the Bears if they get Carson Wentz and make the playoffs. With Matt Nagy, Anthony Miller, Allen Robinson, everyone. Everyone included. All the receivers, tight ends, the offensive line, defensive line. If Carson Wentz goes there, and if they potentially make the playoffs, we're probably going to be scared of them because they're probably going to beat us. Matt Nagy is a good coach. He's a good coach apart from last season and the season before. He led the Bears to the wild card round before Cody Parkey hit that double doink, and we don't even need to discuss that. So, what I'm saying is, it's a tough decision on what you want to do with Carson Wentz, but keep Zach Ertz. Keep Ertz. Think about what you want to do with Wentz. Do you want to keep him, trade him to the Colts, or trade him to the Bears? Trade him to a conference team, or a team that has Carson Wentz's best friend and the offensive coordinator of the Indianapolis Colts? Like, what should he do? This is big-time decision-making. You guys let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. How do you feel about the Carson Wentz, Zach Ertz situation and the trade package that has mainly been going on? And what team do you think Carson Wentz should get traded to if the Eagles get rid of him? And do you think we'll get rid of Zach Ertz? You guys let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.